Hello, friends. Today I'm here to introduce you to a new series. This is not the regular digital dialogue. You all know that we have been doing interviews with experts, some of the companies to understand the industry trends, company performances, and their future strategies, and how the companies fared during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, this is a new series which we titled PathBreakers. What does it mean? The dictionary meaning of PathBreakers is original, innovation. Essentially, it is some kind of pioneering effort. So in these episodes, I will try and introduce people or companies who have brought some innovation into our industry. You know very well that change is awfully slow in our industry, very slow. Today, I'm going to introduce a company which has brought most futuristic technology, artificial intelligence, AI, to our industry. So far, the technology adoption has been happening either digitalization of documentation or improving some of the equipment efficiency. Employing technology for container tracking and ad management is currently on the top of shopping list for most of the container terminals, ICDs, and container freight stations. ATAI is a Hyderabad-based young company which is into applied artificial intelligence, providing solutions by integrating technology, platform, and infrastructure. It is not that simple as it sounds. So let us talk to Mr. Gangadhar Gude, who is the founder of ATAI Labs, to know more about his company, solutions, and how they will benefit the customer. Welcome to the show, Gangadhar.
Thank you, sir.
So before I proceed with my set of questions to Gangadhar, let me introduce Gangadhar. He began his journey in the semiconductor sector at a very young age. I think at the age of 18 years, he turned to be entrepreneur. That was because his father, Dashrath Gude himself is a pioneer in the semiconductor industry, and he has been a mentor to Gangadhar and initiated him into this digital transformation. So, starting this at ATAI Labs, Gangadhar's idea and objective is to provide solutions for the maritime and supply chain industries using proprietary edge inferencing, low-cost sensors, and AI models. Before founding ATAI, he worked as a methodology architect for our 4 years with AMD Inc., which you all know, Advanced Micro Devices is a semiconductor company which produces processors which are used in all our computers and laptops, and also co-founded Innovacas. He is a graduate from Osmania University and also Bachelor in Electronics Engineering and an MS in VLSI, very large scale integration from JNTU. So Gangadhar, your company is very young, 2 years old. So can you just quickly walk through us, why did you choose on artificial intelligence and what is it at AI about?
Thank you, sir. So just to give an update, when we were working on Invicus, we were working on a big project on autonomous driving. And the biggest thing about autonomous driving is everything has to be real time. It should be all the reactions, actions, understanding should be done in 0.12 millisecond. So that means an edge server or an edge device had to be created to be able to provide that type of intelligence. When we were working on that, idea came, why can't we provide these same solutions for multiple other industries? And that's when we started looking at the various industries. And one thing we realized, even before COVID came in, but with COVID, it gave a recognition throughout the world, supply chain and logistics do not stop no matter what comes. And how can we support that industry? How can we bring in more real time that goods, especially perishable goods, move from place to place in less than a day or two? Before, like if you look at 2 centuries ago, If you want to travel across the world, it will take a couple of months. Today, within less than a day, we're able to do it. But how can goods also move that way? How can perishable, like FMCG markets, different markets? So that's where we started working at that. That's how we came to existence, looking at how to supply this operational intelligence using artificial intelligence and give that acknowledgement to different these industries.
Now, artificial intelligence is a buzzword, and we started using it in everyday jargon as well. And I think even a common user also experiences this while using his mobile or his television. Now, at the back end, artificial intelligence works, right? So, what is so specific about this artificial intelligence at your company?
The artificial intelligence, like for example, if we take into let's specifically talking into the maritime industry, when we're talking about container management and container, knowing the right location at the right time, at real time, and giving the example of the business intelligence of how many goods are coming in, how many containers are coming in, what types of goods are flowing from where to where. All this intelligence is brain. Normally, what we had to do before is we have to track this data, we have to note it, and then we have an analyst sitting and doing this. For you, what ATAI is able to give is at real time, we're giving you this analysis and also giving you the right way to use this information also in real time. That means we're capturing the right data points. Like for example, we're doing the health survey, which normally takes around 3 to 5 minutes, including the gating process. We do it in less than 15 seconds. It's between 10 to 15 seconds today. This is done at the gate. At the key crane, it's done while it's unloading. At the rail, at the rake, it's done while it's coming in. So your time for handling is very less. And the biggest thing about artificial intelligence today, it's what we're talking about, evidence-based systems. That is what AI or computer vision or any other sensor-based artificial intelligence is able to provide. That is what we are trying to do at AI.
So in the last 2 years, you must have interacted with the industry and then studied a lot and then designed your product or services based on the current challenges that India facing in terms of the container tracking and all that. So what was the journey, and now is the product or services ready to roll out?
It was a very different, because we've never spent time coming from a semiconductor background. I've never done, but due to our fortune, we were able to work with a port established in upcoming established port, and couple of ICDs that we were able to understand the business knowledge in the domain, and we have come out with various products for the complete cycle of container management, the complete cycle of bulk management, and also complete cycle of warehouse management. So these are the three things that we have came out predominantly, out of which we have come out around 20 different products, where we're able to give dynamic or smart analysis for all our customers today.
So, as I mentioned earlier, now a lot of these ports, including government-owned ports, private ports, and ICDs, are looking at this solution. And I think as you mentioned, COVID-19 has accelerated the adoption to technologies. Now everybody is after using technological solutions for their operational efficiency. So on one side, you have these opportunities. At the same time, I don't think you are the only company which is into container tracking. So there must be other competitors as well in the market. So how do you look at these opportunities and the challenge of competing with others in the marketplace? Or there could be some international players as well. So where are you?
It's always, I always say, it's always good to have competition in technology that makes us and pushes us to grow further. The biggest differentiator, I think, how we entered it, we are trying to compete with the international market. There is a lot of players out there who have container management solutions and bulk management solutions, but they are very expensive. It is unheard of or unaffordable for the type of countries or the developing countries that are coming forward for these type of solutions. So where we came in as ATAI is, how can we give the same efficiency, if not better, with a cost which is a fraction of the cost of what our competition is charging. And that's how we've entered into this market, and that's what we're trying to establish. The biggest pain point for most of these customers today is, especially in the supply chain, is upfront capex. They have to spend tons and tons of money for them to able to bring out these solutions, and they're long lasting. They don't know how long it will take for them to get the ROI. So how we've entered as ATAI is we work with the customers because we want our customers to succeed. That's the main priority that we entered our business around. We've built a model, an innovative pricing model, where we bear in the capex, some of the capex, and we make sure we walk with them throughout the path. That's how we've structured our business models.
When you talk about container tracking, we all know pretty well that it's not a standalone thing, right? Container journey starts from a far off place from China and to the other end of the world, United States or Europe. And across multiple stakeholders are involved in that journey. So there could be already a lot of these IT solutions, products being used in these operations. So your solution is standalone, or it can plug into the existing solutions?
So our biggest IP or USP as a company, what we say is, it is a completely integrated solution that we're offering. That means take it from a freight forwarder or a port operator or a terminal operator or a vessel operator to a CHA agent to customs. Everyone gets the information that is needed from our application or our product. And that was the key thing that we believed that at ATAI, this is not a product that we built and say it goes in and gets plugged in. This is more, we were trying to address the solution around the problem. The problem is, how do we understand each of these players, each of these users need to understand the container health or the container location or the container where it is being. So how do we provide the real information or the real-time information to each of these users? Again, integrating AI, using blockchain, and give them the right information. So that's where I think it's somewhat unique in what we're trying to do.
In the your journey of 2 years, I think almost 9 months have been taken away by COVID-19. So did it affect you in any way in your plans to roll out?
It was to roll out. It was a big hit, but one of the biggest things I can also say is COVID-19 brought about a lot of realization among many people that such type of digitization and technology is required for us to progress or grow. And today, the biggest competition is the economics of the world, and how we can play a part in India becoming more efficient and handling more goods and moving more of the supply chain was our goal, and that's what made us start thinking and working towards that.
ATAI will be limiting itself to maritime solutions, or you look beyond these vertical?
So, today what we've been doing is supply chain management, which is through road, through rail, through air, and through maritime. So we are working with different industries from retail to industrial manufacturing to railroads, and these are all parts where we're helping them with their supply chain and logistics.
So what is the vision that you have for the company? What exactly your way forward?
So as ATAI, what our goal is, how can we give the best and the smartest and the most efficient for supply chain and logistics? That's the main vision that we have going with this.
Thank you very much, Gangadhar, joining with us and sharing your company product solution insights and also your vision for the future. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.